Alright everybody, so this is just a quick video. I want to talk about different types of exercise and why I choose to exercise the way I do, and basically all the different ways you can. So there's isolating exercises, there's functional, there's compound, and there's machines, there's resistance, there's bands, there's cables. Those are like the main ways you can exercise in the gym. So you just got to figure out like what is your main goal. So if you're vain and that's your main goal and you just want to look good, fuck it, embrace it. That's your goal. You want to look good, so then you should stick with isolating exercises. Those are going to give you the best results. You're going to build the muscles the fastest. They're going to look the nicest. You're going to have the nicest physique and appeal. So if you're trying to exercise for vanity, then you want to stick with isolating each muscle one at a time, like doing like bicep curls, tricep. Everything's going to be very isolated. You're focusing on that one muscle group at a time. You're most likely going to have to split it up over 4 or 5 days, picking just 2 or 3 muscle groups to work a day. That's what you want to do if you're just exercising for looks. Now, if you're trying to be more athletic, but you also want to look good, then that's when you go with the compound movements, the functional training. You want to do like a deadlift. You want to do like a press, squat press. So you're working your legs and shoulders at the same time. You want to do a standing single arm row. You're working your core, your legs, your back all at the same time. So not only are you working the muscles and building them, building your physique, you're also becoming more athletic. You're using your body in a way that is going to help it become more strong and connected. Because the problem with isolating is, yeah, it looks good, but you're training your body to be robotic. If you're isolating your muscles, you're training everything to be isolated, and that's not good for sports, that's not good for dancing, that's not good for flow, because if your muscles are isolated, they're not going to work in sync, right? You're gonna be moving more like a robot. You're gonna be stiff, rigid. You're gonna look good, but you're not gonna flow. So that's why a lot of martial artists, can beat up a bodybuilder, but they're skinny compared to a bodybuilder. But they have that muscle flow. They train the body as one unit. They don't break the body apart. So that's kind of my tip for that type of stuff. And then, if you're doing sports, you want to think about what kind of exercise is going to be conducive to the sport. So I used to train a surfer when I was in San Diego. I was a semi-pro surfer, and I would have him jump off the ground onto a Bosu ball turned upside down, which is super dangerous. Anyone else would never have done him do that. But he was in a push-up position, jumping up to a squatting position on a Bosu ball turned upside down. So that's sport-specific to his sport. He's jumping on an unstable surface from the ground, working all those muscles. Out of him lay on the ground and do alternating Supermans face down, stuff like that, stuff to focus on the sport you're going. So you want to do that. And also on top of that, you want to focus on the muscles that are weak. So for instance, like if you're playing basketball, you're always shooting with your shoulders, push, push, push. You're going to have really strong anterior deltoids, but the muscles pulling down, those back muscles, the ones that you're not using as much, are going to be weaker. So you're going to be heavy on the front shoulders, you're going to be weak on those rotator cuffs and lats and rhomboids. So you want to train in a way that's going to, A, make you a better athlete and be sport specific, but B, you want to hit those muscles that are getting weak. You got to think about, what are those muscles I'm not using? What are the muscles that are lacking? You want to be balanced, because if you're not balanced, you'll get injured. So you want to focus on that balance, as well as working the muscles in a way that's going to help you be better in the sport. So that's kind of like my 101 tips on training for what your goals are. And you know what? Just realize what your goals are. Realize what you want. And then if it's, whatever it is, just embrace it. Fuck it. Who cares what everyone else thinks? I train the way I train. I'm not trying to be like a bodybuilder. I train for a mix of things. I want to look good. I want to be an athlete. I want to increase my flow, and I want to get faster, and I want to feel that rush of adrenaline. I train a lot mentally. Main reason I train is to keep myself from going crazy and keep myself from being depressed. That's the number one reason why I train. So, and that's a great way to train too. So you just kind of have to think about why you're training, and then embrace that, and then create a program based on what your goals are. That's pretty much it. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments, direct message me, whatever. I'm happy to help you guys. I want to start doing more videos more often. I'm going to create an online course, hopefully pretty soon. But other than that, that is it. And I hope to help you all as much as I can.